Hello, my name is Joel Zola, and at 15 years old, I kicked out the streets. I got expelled from school, I got arrested, kept getting in trouble, and then my mom just got fed up. So she threw me out. I had no place to go. It was a very traumatic time in my life. I was living in the Calgary shelter systems. The Calgary shelter system was a lot different from Toronto, in a sense where the Calgary shelter system had very limited support. They don't have as much funding for marginalized communities out there. And because of that, I would say living on the streets over there is a little bit rougher than other places in Canada, that they don't have the same amount of funding. So when I was living in Calgary, what would happen is I was staying in the youth shelter where basically they would kick us out during the day in the morning, but yet we had a 6 p.m. curfew. So it was like basically like being in jail. And it was a very rough time. I ended up hanging out with people that you consider criminals, but they took care of me. Like the trap house became the new house, you know, in a sense where, because I couldn't go to my real house, but the people that did provide me a place to stay, and provided attention and care, weren't really what society would consider your role models. So you can say I got led astray for a bit. I tried to escape it. And that's why I went to Edmonton, and it was only worse. So I went back to Calgary, and I felt like Calgary was, because of my involvement, because of my influences, I couldn't escape that world. And that's a big reason why I left Calgary. The next place I actually went from Calgary was BC. And BC is where I entered a program called the Kaleidoscope program, which was a job training program for people that want to work in film and media. And I went to that program for money. That's the only reason I went to the program. But while I was in the program, I realized I have a love for media. I was 17 at the time, and I made up my mind I wanted to go to film school. Thing is, in British Columbia, you can't, and keep in mind, I'm a high school dropout, and I got expelled. You can't go to school until a mature student until you're 19. So I came to Toronto because you can be a mature student here at 18, and that's where the next chapter begins.